Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2023 Quarterfinals, bringing you a winners bracket match this time. Italy versus South Korea going on right now, and I'm really excited for it. We have another winners bracket match, by the way, going on right now, which is Germany versus Japan, which is not being streamed right now, but we'll try our best to update you all on that. My name is Jukes, and joining me from the other side of the world, and I'm surprised you're not asleep yet, Beat, how are you doing?
Hello everybody, I'm Beat43210 and I am glad to be here watching this exciting World Cup match. So I can't wait to see how these two very competitive teams have gone. It is a little bit of a shame that we're having two exciting winner bracket matches happening at the exact same time. But yeah, we'll be keeping tabs on Japan and Germany, and if we're lucky we'll be able to switch over to them if they last a little bit longer than people expect. So, let's see. We're going. Sorry, go ahead.
So no matter which match is being streamed, I'm sure it's going to be pretty exciting to watch anyway.
100%. And going straight to the bans, Italy banned free mod 1 and South Korea banned no mod 4. Huh.
All right, no mod 5 is on the table. That's
unusual.
Something to note. We'll see about that, but first pick by South Korea, Hard Rock 1 Midnight Trickster, which is after Hard Rock. Let me just run the numbers real quick.
Yeah,
49.6. 49.6. That's pretty high, and it's not gonna get a lot lower in the upcoming weeks.
Nope.
Absolutely not. High accuracy requirement, wonky rhythms. Good way to start off this match of Italy versus South Korea. You can still put in your channel points if you so wish. Currently, South Korea is leading by not much comparing to the other predictions that we've seen this weekend so far. And also on the pick'ems page, people are preferring South Korea over Italy. But yeah, it's probably one of the more closer matches when it comes to predictions in general. And who knows? It's not terribly unlikely that Italy would take down South Korea at this stage, given the difficulty of this pool overall.
Yeah. 100%. Even though it is a little bit surprising to see these two teams at this stage of quarterfinals, they're both incredibly strong, both incredibly competitive, but only one will make it to the semifinals. And who will they be facing in the semifinals? Let's see. They're Italy. Who's Italy? Is Italy third?
Italy will face off the winner of Japan versus Germany.
Oh, okay. Italy is fourth.
Oh, no, my bad. The winner of this match.
Yeah.
There you go. So, yeah, basically at this hour we're deciding the one of two winners bracket matches for next week.
Very exciting.
Indeed. And just to catch you all up to speed, there's one more winners bracket match this weekend, Taiwan versus France, which should be happening right after this, if it is being streamed. I'm sure it is. Let's have a look. I don't see why it shouldn't be streamed.
Well, we will see. We are just waiting on South Korea's third player, Raider. Man is practicing as we speak. And he's practicing offline to the pain of all of the referees, including Leo right about now.
Like props to Raider for still practicing this close to the match, but yeah, there are things called timers. And if Raider is not coming, then South Korea might already have a problem on their first pick.
They desperately do want him to play this, so. I mean, look, I imagine he will show up.
Hopefully.
Sometimes ban shows a bit of a not so very family friendly sort of behavior that Bancho likes to do every once in a while to the players.
But looking at the chat, it looks like Raider is near
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Meanwhile,
There
the
you go.
other lobby between Japan and Germany. Germany actually won the roll-off. That's it. Just stop the count, end it right there.
You know, as it goes, the team that wins the roll also wins the match. That's just how it works.
Big brain.
Big brain.
So, there we go. Raider has showed up.
Which means we can get the show on the road any minute now. Or rather, any second, I prefer.
Or any millisecond would be even better. The bench is not that
would be
fast.
perfect. Like right this instant. That would be great.
It would be, but it's not going to happen. But the song is going to start again, I guess, so that's always a good thing. We get to listen to the song for a little bit. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad they're playing this early, because had they played this like a little bit later, then I would be able to listen to Midnight Trickster at midnight.
Oh.
I know it's currently 11 o'clock in the night in the eastern part of Australia right about now, and yeah, very unfortunate I'm not listening to this at midnight, but oh well.
Oh well. I completely understand that. They probably wouldn't want to play something as accuracy heavy as this, like, as their 9th or 10th pick or something like that. I think the nerves would shake up the accuracies quite a bit with this one. Of
course, and you know what? Especially when you only have 2 minutes to actually play through the song, you pick up some really big misses early on. It's going to be very hard to find some recoveries.
Especially in a match as close as this one where we could see, like, differences in, like, 1 or 2 100 territory. Yeah, number 4 and number 5 seed, if I'm not completely mistaken.
No, you are not mistaken. This is, at least according to the seedings, this is the closest on paper. Seedings typically have been, I think, accurate in every match except for New Zealand's winner bracket match in the round of 32. I think that's been the only exception.
What was that? Versus Indonesia?
Yes. I think New Zealand took on 12th seed Indonesia and ended up winning as a 18th seed or 20th seed. It was something weird like that.
New Zealand is 18.
Oh, 18. There we go. All right, here we go. Finally. The stars of the night has aligned. Bancho has finally run out of bags of tricks. And now finally we can get started with Midnight Trickster.
That was a beautiful introduction.
Excellent. Just how we like it.
Alright, right off the bat, Italy, South Korea trading off 100s Ender with a big chunk of 100s for Italy, which is getting cancelled out by 4-4 Ola and Raider finding the exact same amount of 100s up until then.
And Italy doing a pretty good job keeping up with South Korea for the time being. And spearheading Italy's side is A40, who's holding the only double S in the lobby. And
that will be crucial as Italy falls behind by maybe 1, maybe 2 100s. And the SS is gone, and a miss from Party Boy. Not the best start for Italy.
And that's going to allow South Korea to get some good points in. So, absolutely a fantastic start for South Korea. Oh, Ender missed on the slowdown.
It is a bit mean just to have that spinner overlapping. That could trip up your reading a little bit, and I think that might have happened to Ender.
And that is a little bit unfortunate, but South Korea going to continue pressing on. It's still 3 full combos across the board and 2 exact same scores as Raider and 4-4 sitting at 99.81%. And that is a lot of really good team synergy there.
Solid stuff from South Korea on their own pick. We still have a quarter left to go, around about 30 seconds. 4-4 finds the odd 100 here and there. Again in the slow section.
Gotta watch out for the slow section. Don't miss in the can-can. That'd be a disaster in the winner bracket at this stage.
But
here we go. Will we see any late misses on South Korea's side? This is a really big finish, so if any disasters are going to happen, now is the time. but Ender will be the only person missing at the end there. And as a result, South Korea will defend their first pick, getting a very nice 19-100s triple FC across the board.
Solid start from South Korea. A 40 with an FC of their own as well, 12-100s, but not quite rivaling the accuracy from South Korea as a whole. Yeah, it's well proven beyond a doubt that South Korea can keep their accuracies pretty well, regardless of what brackets of the map pool you're trying to target. So you really can't afford too many 100s against South Korea. You always have to outplay them some other way, or just hope for the best. But yeah, for Italy with their first pick.
Yeah, so Italy putting up a very good fight to take on South Korea's first pick, and while it did not work out, I think they're going to be relatively satisfied with that performance. It wasn't like they would sit terribly behind South Korea, which is a good sign. But now the question is, where does Italy start? How does Italy's journey begin in this win bracket match?
I can tell you how Germany's journey started. They lost their No Mod 4 pick, which means Japan is currently up 1-0. And it will be Japan's pick next. And Italy opts for free Mod 2, falling down. Interesting decision, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, I'm sure Italy will be able to whip out some hidden hard rocks here. But would you really pick a free mod against a team like South Korea?
Hey, look, people have done it. Japan's done it. You know, United States has done it. A lot of people have done it with varying degrees of success. And I think, and look, you know, I know this may be a little bit too early to review everything, but under the 3v3 format, the free mod rules operate a little bit differently, and that can actually balance some teams in a way that you wouldn't expect. And South Korea, I'm not too sure if they're going to be that better off or a lot worse because of it. I suspect they've got the versatility in the team to keep up, but I don't think that they're going to be having the tip of the top scores that you'd expect them from previous years. And of course, part of that is to do with their lineup changes. Some of their top players are not participating, but they still got a good, solid B team that is doing very well. I mean, they got 5th seed despite the format change. So, yeah, I'm very curious to see how some of these other players will be going, like Labby and Marissa.
Making their debut in the South Korean side. Italy, if I'm not completely mistaken, will have their lineup switched by Deku coming into place of Party Boy. But other than that, the lineup for Italy stays the same. Ender, the Italian star player, who called that. Also with a solid tournament showing all around, going hidden hard rock, as you'd expect from the Italian number 1. A40, also with hidden hard rock, and Deku with hidden. 5 mods versus 4.
Yeah, so just to be clear, everybody, in this tournament, in the free mod pool, there has to be 1 hard rock and 1 hidden amongst the team. Anything extra? Bonus points. If you can play it, that is. So Italy will be going into this with an extra 6% score advantage, but that will only work in their favor if they can keep up with the doubles in this map.
And doubles there are plenty of. Ender finds the first miss out of this lobby. I think a slight edge to South Korea, who have once again secured a slightly in terms of accuracy. But also A40 and Deku are holding on very nicely after this intro, but there's still a lot more map to come. You're looking at 3 minutes of map in total.
100%. And look, as a bit of a rule of thumb, typically 1 mod is going to be worth around 1.5% of accuracy. So Ender just needs to kind of stay within about 98%, and Italy should be pulling ahead here. And that's why we currently see Italy doing pretty well, as everybody is holding down their fingers correctly on the notes.
That's a very apt way of describing how to play this map, because, my god, you only have to look at it to feel your fingers suffer. So...
It's suffering and I'm not even playing. It's painful.
Big props to Italy for holding up so well so far. Still 99s for both Deku and A40.
Oh,
Labby.
hang on a minute. Labby has picked up a big miss there. And will it be the first of many? Labby is definitely suffering some accuracy drops, and that's allowing Italy to pull ahead a little bit here. It's given Ender a bit of breathing room just as the lowest accuracy player in the lobby. Imagine having 99% and not actually being good enough compared to the rest of the field. That's a bit of a unfortunate reality that is currently facing Labby and Ender. But they do have the extra mods.
And some solid backup scores from their teams. 4-4, I Love Marisa. Both with high 99s, as well as Deku and A40 still sitting on their FCs. A40 with quite the showing so far as we're going into the last quarter.
But here we go, the pressure's going to start rising, especially amongst the 4 players in the lobby still on full combos. Especially when you get closer to the end, you know that full combo's coming, you know you don't have that much room to error up on. And even the tiniest misses can cause absolute disaster.
We are slowly approaching the end.
But this is looking good for Italy. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, wait, there's still one more pattern. I forgot how long this song is. Absolutely baited.
One more Ki, but with
Labby will
a
miss,
60.
but it's not going to change anything. But
yeah.
Wow, Italy took up the challenge of 5 mods and executed on it, despite how well South Korea played on that pick.
Jesus, 7-100s from Deku, 15-100s from A40 with hidden hard rock, mind you.
Wow.
And you have 4-4 doing 4-4 things with 1-100 hidden. And Marisa with 10-100s. But yeah, like, if 1-100 hidden is not enough to take down Italy on this pick, then they surely must have done something right with this pick. Great stuff from Italy, especially A40.
But still, once again, South Korea pulling up a very formidable attack. Just wasn't able to crack through Italy's defense on this pick, and as a result, things are going to remain level at 1-1 for now. As beginning... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying what's not remaining level right now is Japan versus Germany. Japan just won their hidden 1 pick 2-0. But it's nice to have like similar pacing in the other match going on, so I can always check on the other match as this one wraps up a single map.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, look, while it's good and all watching Italy and South Korea play, what happens if Germany actually scores a point against Japan and we miss the opportunity of looking at them losing a pick? that would be sad.
A rare treat, Japan losing a pick. I mean, yeah, we're in quarterfinals. They have not lost a single pick so far, but that's also because last week against Philippines was a win by default. So, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, South Korea, after a little bit of deliberation, has decided to play Shinde.
Number 2. Lane in Vegas. Map by Arrival.
Yeah, now this map has been a somewhat popular pick in the matches that I've seen throughout the weekend. A lot of teams have been accepting the technical challenge of this map head on. And despite how hard it is to kind of hold some good accuracy on, largely off the back of the incredibly awkward snappings in this song. I mean, there's 1-5s, there's even 1-9s, for crying out loud. Like, what?
Average Belay song.
How many songs do you know have 1-9 snapping?
That isn't just like
dumped. That isn't just dumped. Or something, like, bro.
I can think of 2L. Who else? We've had...
I I don't know.
What was the gracious head one from last year? I forgot.
I forgot too. Or I have a memory of a goldfish.
Oh my god. Good memories, good memories. Shame it didn't get loved, but it is what it is.
That
I
is
thought
true.
people would have the chance since last year to appreciate Gracious Head for what it was, but it wasn't quite meant to be. But anyway, Nomad 2, the tech pick, the Nomad Racket.
Okay, Bencho. There we go.
Starting
The
out slow.
introduction is slow, but it's pretty easy.
It's deceptively easy. With this being labeled as an Oni, this is a far cry from what you'd expect a normal Oni difficulty to be.
No, it just says Oni, guys. Nothing to do.
And again, so
have been incorrectly named.
Galaxy Collapse.
Oh, good news. Alright, here we go. The action's starting to pick up now, as everybody is starting to get their action on the road.
Big string of misses from Ender. A40 and Party Boy still holding on with similar accuracies, but South Korea battling out on combo and accuracy at the moment.
Olo has picked up some misses now, so that's gonna start pulling things back to Italy's side. But Party Boy with a huge drop there, going down to 98%.
Ender also happened to trade right when Olo missed.
Watch out for the slowdown.
Everyone hit that. Not bad.
South Korea having a nice bit of cushion, as both Party Boy and Ender are struggling to keep up with South Korea's performances, as insane as they are.
A40 with the second highest accuracy in the lobby. Highest accuracy now as 4-4 finds a couple more 100s, but needs a little bit more from the Italian side to compete with South Korea here. We're still sitting on 2 FCs from South Korea on Cheoseong and 4-4.
And A40 holding things to... Oh, the only thing he started holding was some misses at the end there, but it didn't change anything in the end.
2 FCs on 4-4 and Cheoseong. 13 100s and 17 100s respectively. 6 100s from Olo despite the misses. That is insane.
Yeah, very phenomenal performances by South Korea there. But once again, Italy bringing the fight to South Korea and pulling off a very formidable first half. And especially against these type of schools, it's not easy to do, even as a top 8 team that both of these teams are. And it is just a little bit unfortunate that they're clashing at this stage, because they both want to be one of the teams to try and take down Japan, but only one of them will get that challenge to do so in the semis. And yeah, right now everything's still looking even. No one's winning the match yet. Everything is still even Steven. Italy is up on their second pick, and there's still plenty of maps to choose in the pool.
What is not looking even right now? Switching over to the other match at hand.
Bruh.
Japan versus Germany, where Germany lost their Nomad 5 pick by 145,000 points, which means Japan is now up 3-0, and Japan will be up with their second pick. So yeah, Germany has a lot to chew on at this stage already having started the match.
Ouch. Wait.
All right.
Saren had a double S on Nomad 5. What?
What? Really?
Yep. And Great T had only 4 miss and no 100s.
Jesus Christ, Japan!
Japan things.
Jesus Christ! That is disgusting.
Yep. That's the thing.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind, Nomad 5 was a map that a lot of people have been banning this week.
And
been working on their gimmick game ever since they lost on the Buff Flyer.
And Germany is a team that also tends to shine on gimmicks more than anything, but... yeah.
Oh well.
There's not much you can do against a team like Japan, let's be real.
That is true. 10 years and still trying.
Oh my god.
Literally a decade. Coming soon to a theater near you.
Alright.
Let's take things back a little bit to this match. So, Italy has opted to go with no mod 1, Sugary Daydream. I can say with absolute certainty every single player is familiar with this song. Ranked map, pretty common, and is a good consistent. I wouldn't say consistency fix, but a good beefy map for a no mod pool anywhere, and it's been used in a couple of places. But I can tell you where it hasn't been used, and that's on 4.4 spectator client. There we go. So
yeah, I am appreciating that no mod 1 in general, as of recently, has been more of a pick that just tests a variety of skills rather than just straight up consistency. Like, remember the days when we had like 3 or 4 minute no mod 1s? I think this will also be greatly appreciated by players as a whole. To not have to stick through a test of patience rather than consistency most of the time. This is certainly not what this no mod 1 is.
Oh well. Let's see. As things get started here, we should be expecting some pretty high scores across the board. Higher than we've already been seeing. I know, it's a bit of a rare thing to say, given how well we've already been playing. But, yeah. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest that both teams are pretty close early on.
Trading the odd 100s here and there. Currently South Korea with a tiny lead that flickers back around to Italy. And with a miss from Olo.
Yeah, that's gonna be... that's big.
That might just be the deciding factor here from no mod 1. We'll see how Italy fares in the second half of this map, but seeing as it's their pick, they should be well and truly prepared for performing as they should to capitalize off this tiny mistake from Olo.
Yeah, and Italy is doing a very phenomenal job. But can they hold it through in the final third? The final third is the most intense third of the song. But Olo has picked up even more misses, dropping down to a 98%, and 98% is not where you want to be at all. Oh wow. 4-4 also dropping as well.
Party Boy, which means Ender and Seong are the only people left. FFC is on the board, but Italy has missed fewer times than South Korea overall, and is also rocking the better accuracies.
Yeah. So, here we go, we're getting close to the end here. Italy looking incredibly strong, but Party Boy is starting to tank, and the difference is starting to drop in points. They're down to about 40,000 points. Okay, but 4-4 is going to save Italy's chances of bottling the ending. So Italy with a very strong second defense here. Wow.
3 100s by A40. 6 100s from Ender FCing this pick. Also props to Seong for pulling off the FC. You can see that this is not a trivial task with just how dense this map is. But yeah.
Yeah,
the playing field is still even.
Yep, everything is still even Steven in equilibrium after 4 rounds. Nobody has missed yet on their picks, but somebody may soon make a mistake. Somebody's gonna make that unfortunate pick that they kind of regret. And it will be coming soon to a theater near you as they get deeper and deeper into this pool.
You know who else also hasn't missed yet? Japan! Winning DT2 against Germany 4-0! Just by the way.
The segues, man. I swear I'm the butt of the joke of the segue. I love it.
I mean, you have them to me on a silver platter every time. Like, this is some effort you're putting into it. This is like, you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Just like giving me a perfect template to go off.
Yep, good meme. Oh well. So let's see. As we go, we're going to Hard Rock 2 as the third pick from the South Korean side. As we slowly count down the number of maps left until the end of the match, or until tiebreaker.
Hard Rock 2, interesting to see that. I would expect it to be picked in this match, but Hard Rock 2 has been getting so difficult this week that some of the lower seeded teams have just been outright banning this because they couldn't keep up with the scroll speed introduced by Hard Rock 2. 230 BPM Hard Rock, not very trivial. And we're getting to the stage where you really have to rely on the experts in your team, your mod experts, who can play this somewhat comfortably.
Yeah, I know, it is absolutely fast. The little 4x3 windows you see here does not show you even half of the speed that some of the players have to go through, especially if you play on a 16:9 monitor like most people do. It is intense, and without that intensity, you just don't have a map. So I'm not surprised to be seeing this here as a Hard Rock 2 pick, but I'm very curious to see how the scores are going to go.
Getting near the halfway point of this match, so you have to expect that South Korea can still play this somewhat comfortably to the point where they say, yeah, Italy will not be able to match our scores, but things usually get more exciting in the second half when you get to the picks that are a bit more of a question mark. I mean, Nomad 1 could have been a toss-up as well, or rather coin flippy type of pick, but Italy won that pretty convincingly, so happy to see that, definitely.
Yeah, so let's see how these teams are going to go.
Starting off right now, third pick from South Korea. After every team has still won their picks.
Will they find another point, or will Italy be able to clutch the first break point of the match? We're about to find out. So sit tight and hold on for dear life as we count down the start of the song.
Italy starting off with a slight accuracy lead, but given the nature of this pick, this is not a safe lead at all.
It is practically non-existent.
But given that, I suppose, at least in the predictions, Italy is not the favorite here. They'll take any lead that they can get. One more 100 from Deku. And South Korea is currently being held back by Olo, out of all players. Lowest accuracy sitting on 2 assesses by Ray Raider and Labby.
Like I said, 99.5%, not good enough, unfortunately, for Olo right now. And it's a sad reality. This is a sad reality. You're just stuck with 5 players who are just going strong. But give the song a bit of time. Let it wear down the players a little bit.
It is 3.5 minutes long, so keeping up with this scroll speed for 3.5 minutes is also a feat on its own. And there is a very real chance that exhaustion might kick in sooner or later. It could also be a deciding factor, but for now, Italy is keeping themselves together, getting a couple more 100s, and flicking back over to South Korea in the second half, but only by 100.
Now, this is a really good opportunity for Italy here to try and put some pressure on South Korea to take a point. Italy's been searching for it. They just haven't had an opportunity yet, really. This is a good chance, especially on a hard map like this. You bombed the last section pretty hard. You're not going to be able to find much opportunities for recovery.
We'll wait patiently as
They just got to get through the... There we go. They got through the Cantam section. Everybody managing to get back into the meat of the song, no problem.
I actually found a couple of 100s for South Korea in the stream that led into the Kiai, so currently Italy is back on top, but again by just a slither. The tiniest margin that you could have, and according to this!
840 will be getting first blood on his side of the screen. It is not a good sign for Italy here, given how well South Korea has played, but... Oh no, Ender! Oh, he got tripped up by he got tripped up by the finishes. He must have misread it and just couldn't react in time.
Such a good showing for Italy so far, but
and they're gonna see it too.
Kiai.
Oh, they're gonna see it too. Oh, that's unfortunate. Now South Korea is incredibly confident now. Alright. South Korea is thinking to themselves, steady lads. We got 3 full combos. This can't possibly go wrong. Just hit the notes and we will win this.
Coming up towards the outer, there's still some notes left over, but probably not enough for Italy to turn this back around. 50,000 point lead. Might not seem
on South Korea's side.
Possibly.
What?
There you go.
Oh my god, that's actually that's insane. What?
A Team FC on Hard Rock 2 by South Korea. What are these accuracies? Oh no, it's not. Olo found a miss.
Oh wait. Oh. Olo.
On one of the last patterns, that hurts.
Oh, that's gonna either that or he missed at this. No, it had to be at the end. Wow.
Yeah, it was right at the end. Or right at the start, and we just missed that. Could also be, but I'm pretty sure that Olo has been FCing up until the end.
I mean, even then, like, look at that 100 count. Like, look at that 100 count. It's only 6. What?
That is disgusting.
That is, actually.
That is 39 100s in total for South Korea.
Yep.
Alright.
So, a good opportunity by Italy there to try and take a point. But South Korea just never gave the chance.
But this...
Sorry,
yeah. Go ahead.
And it's just insane because both of these teams are pulling off incredibly high scores. And it's not that the other team can't do it. It's just that they pull off like a pretty strong performance, but it's not good enough to try and break the opponents. They can't do it.
You know what other country is pretty good at pulling off great performances, but not being quite enough? Germany! Because they lost 3-2. 5-0 for Japan right now. And I think Japan is up with their 3rd pick. So, yeah, Japan is on match point.
So, yeah, Japan on match point. Looking like it's going to be a sweep if Germany doesn't get a point on the board, but we will probably find out about that after this next map. Meanwhile, over here, we're going to be looking at Futama Breaker.
Oh. I was hoping you pronounced that because I'm never sure. I've seen this song so many times already, and I was never sure how to pronounce it just because of this weird underscore.
I've never heard of this song before. Hey look, I'm just doing the YOLO strategy of just saying whatever first, and then I'll have everybody complain about the pronunciation afterwards. It's worked very well.
And Japan just won 6-0.
Oh.
Congratulations to Japan.
Congratulations to Japan for winning quarterfinals. now they get to tune in just in time to watch this match and figure out who they're playing next.
Yeah, they better start taking some notes because Italy and South Korea, both of these teams are showing up, as we've already discussed, in a quite convincing fashion. Even Italy, who's had one of their closest scorelines on the previous pick, will they be able to pull off once more before we head into the second half of this match? They will help with the team morale, that is for sure.
Yeah, so Futama Breaker, this song, as you can hear, it is incredibly fast, 255 beats per minute, so a little bit in tune to some of the other songs we've been hearing today in terms of its pace. But can these players perform well on the hidden The answer is yes. Everybody was using hidden in the earlier free mod pick. So I'm not surprised to be seeing these players back here again for some more hidden action.
Especially Italy, Ender, A40, and Deku are all pretty prolific hidden players, so it would make sense for them to pick arguably the more approachable hidden out of the two that we have. And A40 is starting off with a miss. That is not what you want to see from the Italian side.
Oh well. Italy, it is early on, so it's not going to affect the combo game too much. And Olo is about to find out the hard way as Olo picks up some misses there.
Which means that this match is slightly more even. Saying that, but Italy still has a slight accuracy deficit. But with Marisa finding a couple more 100s.
Oh, this is looking incredibly close so far. And South Korea is only ahead by about 1,400 points. What sort of score difference do you call this? Oh
close
man, a close one.
A pretty close one.
Well, look, South Korea is in with a chance to eradicate Italy's flawless picks streak right now. But can it be done? There's about a third of the map to go, and Deku misses right off the gate. Oh, that's a good sign. Oh, and Ender missed as well. Okay, this is incredibly good for South Korea now.
No more FCs on the Italian side. South Korea with Labi and Isle of Marisa. Olo past 400 combo, and Italy is just losing points by the seconds here. South Korea better find some big breaks here at the end.
This is not a good sign. There isn't that much more to go in the song. A40 has missed as well. And yeah, this is looking incredibly good for South Korea. And it looks like South Korea is going to be the first team to strike blood.
Oh, Marisa with a big break at the end, but...
Okay.
I think they might have just missed a huge portion of one of the last streams here, Marisa. That was a bit too close for comfort.
Okay, a little bit scary, but South Korea will be holding steady.
Oh, as steady as you could call that ending. My god, South Korea will take this point, but at what cost?
20,000 points and a bit of a heart attack. I guess.
I think they would appreciate if they got like a 20,000 point league without the heart attack. Because Marisa must still feel good about winning this one, but god, I would hate to be the person on the team that might have just caused my team to lose on the pick just because of me missing like one of the last patterns.
Yeah, and yeah, that happened to, I think, was it Jolts? I think Jolts from the Singaporean team. He had a very unfortunate circumstance in their match against Brazil earlier in the week. That knocked him out of the tournament. It was very tragic. But Marisa avoiding a similar fate on Hidden 2. So, yeah, South Korea's up at breakpoint. They finally striked, and now they want to run with it while the iron is hot. But where do you go? Double time 1 apparently is the answer.
A Ruby's map or DT1? To be fair, I've never seen DT1 personally in the matches that I've watched so far. So seeing Rubies in DT, that is a choice that I'm gonna leave uncommented. You can do the math yourself, just what that means. Like, Rubies is not one of the names you want to see in a DT pool. But hey, here we are. This is quarterfinals. It's not gonna get a lot easier. We have to make it harder somehow.
Yeah, 100%. And we're gonna be seeing a couple of player swaps. Party Boy stepping in for Ender. Fry Raiders coming in for Marisa, and who's going to fill in the last slot? Probably Chang Sang.
Seems like Italy has their lineups figured out pretty quickly every single time so far. South Korea does a bit more strategizing, trying to find their players who feel most comfortable for this pick. It is their own pick after all. And Italy has to do their work of somehow reclaiming a point after South Korea just stole one of theirs.
Where is Cho Sang?
That is a good question.
That is a great question. One that deserves a great answer.
Who took Cho Sang? God.
Coming soon to an anime special near you. And while we wait for him to arrive, do not forget that if you already haven't, feel free to buy some banners, okay? We got some exciting colors, we got some exciting countries that you are able to back and behind and support in every single way. And of course, if you do pick the winning team, the bonus points for not being Japan, you'll be able to keep that banner for the entire year. So, yeah, head on over to the Osu store. And with that perfectly timed plug, we will be getting started with South Korea and Italy. South Korea up the breakpoint. They want to try and hold on to it.
A good position for South Korea to be in as we getting into the second half.
Yeah.
But yeah, despite not having seen the pick personally being played, this cannot be easy. This cannot be easy to win for either team.
100%. So let's see how the players go. South Korea. They want to take the weapon that is being up a breakpoint, and they want to strike some heavy lethality on Italy's chances on winning this match. But they got to hold on their own pick.
Going to the first Kiai. Lots of 1-6 being mixed into it. Party Boy with the first miss for Italy.
Party Boy picking up a little bit of difficulties there. But it's not too bad, actually. Quite frankly, Cho Sang is giving Italy some chances, as he's only holding a 97% accuracy with a full combo. So, Italy's actually in a good opportunity to capitalize on any further mistakes on the South Korean side. But there is one more burst section to go. 840!
840!
Wait, you miss!
I was just about to applaud you for holding it in 99. I still will, because only Rai has been able to hold on to this accuracy for this long on a pick this challenging, with DT slapped on top. Party Boy with another miss! Oh, and it's not looking good for Italy to recover here.
Deku has missed, Party Boy has missed, now it's over. That is unfortunate, absolutely tragic. Very disastrous for the Italian side. And now they have to try and get the next 3 points.
South Korea on match point.
Oh, wait a minute. They quickly fired off Gimmick. Oh, we get to see Gimmick.
Oh.
Hang on a minute. I don't know if any of the other streamed matches had Gimmick played, but
yes. There was one that I know for sure, which was Chile versus Mexico. I know this because I casted this one and I was very excited. So apparently I'm the harbinger of Nomad 5. I'll just claim that title for myself.
Fair point. So yeah, worm rate. Metaroom just does a little bit of worming.
That is a bold choice from Italy. I mean, I suppose...
they gotta do it. They gotta go for it.
They gotta go for it. I respect this pick, even if this is just Italy's way of saying, you know, we're not really seeing ourselves winning this match, so might as well go out with a banger. And Nomad 5 has been a very controversial pick, a very controversial map this week, for many reasons. So, yeah, I'm all in for it. Even if it's just for the memes, I'm all in for it.
And God knows that we love our memes, especially when the commentators are watching the players.
A40, Deku, Party Boy versus Olo44 and Marisa.
Yeah, so things are really picking up in intensity here. So if Italy can win this, they're still in the thick of it, but they'll at least give themselves a chance.
I actually think that this is winnable for Italy. I am not sure how much practice a top-tier team like South Korea, with a history like South Korea has in TWC, how much practice they're willing to put into something like Nomad 5. Memorization is probably the one big thing that could really trip up a incredible team like South Korea here. But
Yes.
I'd have to hope that at least they have watched the showcase or played the map at least once for themselves.
And just for the players who are unfamiliar, the big yellow notes is one color and the little yellow notes is another color. So just keep an eye on that. If you're wondering how they're playing it, because they're just translating those notes into either red or blue.
Small notes, red, big node, blue. But I always have to do a double check because I think it switches up at the halfway point, but I'm not completely sure.
What?
My brain is a little bit too slow for that. Deku with a big string of misses. That is a bit unfortunate. Alright.
Oh my god, it does actually switch up. What?
This one is just to trip up your reading. This one is just to trip up your reading. The yellow note doesn't really have anything other than just annoy you. But everyone is handling that pretty well so far.
Party Boy's picked up a miss, and so has Deku. Players who do not want to be missing. South Korea is playing this perfectly. I mean, how many sections left can you mess up?
Not much more, and it goes to show that they've also nailed down the memorization section, which is arguably the most chokeable if you haven't done a lot of practice here. But it is Italy who will fall here at the end.
What?
South Korea? Hello?
Nah, they're just built different.
That's...
Look at that. I think they actually played better than Japan. They might have played better than Japan. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. Because Marisa doesn't have enough accuracy, but... Oh.
My god. That... Alright, take notes, Japan. Because you'll be facing off against this team here, South Korea. The winner of this match, taking down Italy 6-2. Wow.
Oh, wow. Well, South Korea still looking incredibly strong heading into the semifinals. So, congratulations to South Korea for winning this match. Once again, we'll be getting an age-old retelling of history going as far back as time itself. And yeah, South Korea will be taking on Japan in the semifinals, which hasn't happened since 2018. It's been a good couple of years. So it's been a good couple of years. South Korea has a lot of work cut out for them, as they always do, given that they're one of the best, if not the best chance that they have at taking down Japan. So we'll see. We'll see. Japan has had some very formidable scores, and South Korea will once again get the honor of playing against them, but this time in semis, which may or may not favor them a bit more.
But you know, this also means that next week in the losers bracket, we're gonna have Germany versus Italy, which is going to be, to put lightly, a European bloodbath. This will be, this will be incredible to watch, and I'm all in for it.
Oh man.
Yeah, you can see the schedule here. We'll be chiming out very swiftly, but we just want to point out that you'll be looking at Taiwan versus France in 4 minutes, as well as China versus Philippines. It's Taiwan versus France that is going to be streamed. I'm not sure about the other two, Canada and Malaysia, and Brazil and Finland, but these are also still happening. And that will be the end of the quarterfinals weekend. Yeah. I am gonna have to go outside and take a breather after that performance from South Korea. I mean, what do you expect from a top tier team like that? But still, I'm in awe. I'm in awe every single time.
Very formidable scores that we saw from both of those teams there. Italy's gonna have a really fun time playing through the semifinals pool next week. But yeah, stay tuned in a couple of minutes. We're gonna be having Taiwan against France, and also we'll have China and the Philippines. So I'll be heading off to bed. Thank you all, everybody, for tuning in. And stay tuned as Taiko World Cup 2023. And it's a beautiful, beautiful quarterfinals weekend continues.
All right, and welcome back everyone to the Osu Taiko World Cup. We are here after a short break with Taiwan versus France in the winners bracket. I'm Ethan and I'm joined by Janitor.
Hello. This is the only other winners bracket match and it's looking to be a real doozy.
Yeah, we have two teams that both have been wanting to prove themselves in TWC for a bit now. Taiwan has had a history of being pretty solid roster in a lot of previous TVCs, although the past couple, they haven't really been getting like the same placements that if you were around during 2017 to like 2015, you might have expected, just because they've had very different rosters for the past couple of years.
Yeah, this is a really interesting sort of historical matchup. Both these teams at previous points were pretty much podium contenders for a while. France back in 2014, 2015, Taiwan used to be basically the guaranteed second place team up until 2020-ish. So this is going to be really interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and it feels like for the first time in a while, Taiwan has a chance at podiuming. I mean, they're top 3 seeding-wise, and they've been playing pretty well in the bracket so far. But France is going to be their first real challenge in this bracket. It's going to be the first team that's really going to challenge them and see if they have what it takes to get really far in this year's Taiko World Cup.
Yeah, and especially because the winner of this match will end up facing the United States for a chance at top 3, so this match has a lot of stakes attached.
Yeah, there's just so much on the line for both of these teams.
Alright, so that's a hidden 1 ban coming from Taiwan and a DT1 ban coming from France.
Alright, these are different bans than usual. We're not seeing like Nomad 5, hidden 1 kind of... I mean, yeah, hidden 1 was banned, but at least we're not seeing Nomad 5, hidden 1. I've seen that quite a bit this week.
Yeah, quite a lot, so I'm assuming France has historically done pretty well at hidden 1 throughout this tournament, at least on qualifiers, so Taiwan might be a bit wary of that. Meanwhile, France probably worried about Taiwan's excellent DT players, DT1 being one of the hardest in the pool.
Yeah, and it looks like France will be going for hidden 2 for their first pick.
Alright, so the faster of the hiddens.
Yeah, I think this has been picked quite a bit, this pool actually. It's been a bit of a popular pick, at least in the matches that I've been seeing.
Yeah, it's generally really tough for teams to want to ban out hidden 2 instead of hidden 1 if they're going for a hidden ban, and otherwise hidden 2 is just a much more normal, easy sort of map for most teams.
Yeah, I mean, it is slightly fast, but for players at this stage in the tournament, 250 BPM is not going to be that difficult. And it looks like we'll just be getting right into it, getting started in just a moment here. For Taiwan's liner, we're seeing Sevgo, Polmo, and Smallwoo. And for France, Qualf, Ranchi, and Akatai.
I'm a bit surprised that Stu is not playing as one of the 3 for this map.
Yeah, that is a bit interesting, but maybe just Taiwan's letting some of their other players play. Oh, Ranchi with a miss early on. Smallwoo, though. Oh, that is a pretty... That is a big miss from Smallwoo. Down to 92% there for a moment. Trying to recover their accuracy a bit, but still, that's going to hit Taiwan pretty hard. That goes well with a miss, and their accuracy is dropping as well.
It seems to be a surprisingly strong pick for France. 2 of their teammates being at 99.5 almost, Sevgo finding another miss and having accuracy issues.
Yeah, Taiwan is having a lot of issues so far with this map. Olmo, though, has some pretty solid accuracy, 99.5%. It is pretty solid, but that's not going to be enough. They are going to have to hold on to their accuracy, and it is kind of dropping. It was at 99.6 earlier, but it's now kind of dropping to a lower 99%. Well, Ranchi drops their full combo. Which might help out Taiwan a bit, but still pretty heavy accuracy advantage for France currently.
Yeah, the rest of France is just holding on much too strong, especially considering Sevco is still below 98%.
Their combos have recovered, but their accuracy still are hovering around the 97 to 98 range, which isn't enough against France, where they have two players at 99%. Akatai drops their full combo, but still not too much. Oh my, but those misses from Ranchi.
My god.
Oh, that. Oh, wait, no way. What? Ranchi, no.
Oh my god, they missed on the mono at the end. The tanking accuracy.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was pretty much a guaranteed point for France, but I was wrong. Ranchi missed like 10 times at the very end, and suddenly Taiwan steals it and gets a break point to start off the match. What?
Oh my god.
What was that?
That is so unfortunate. Ranchi and Akitai were well above 99 for most of the map, but just ended up tanking on the last pattern.
Yeah, and also Polmo was just holding on that entire map, and it helped out Taiwan a lot when all was said and done. Yeah, okay, Taiwan opening up with a breakpoint, and now they get the next pick. It's looking pretty nice for them.
Oh my god, that's a heartbreaker for France too, because I think when you're facing a team that's really such a podium contender, it really helps to have, you know, a bit of a morale boost heading into the rest of the match. That's just really unfortunate for France.
Oh man, that is really unfortunate for France, but thankfully there's quite a bit to go. It just started, only 1 point. Maybe they can respond to the breakpoint of their own.
Yeah, Taiwan going for DT2, which France has actually done pretty well on the speed, but Taiwan has historically been one of the top double time teams in TWC history.
Yeah, so they're gonna get a breakpoint on this. They gotta be on their A game. Maybe now they've gotten out their first map nerves. Maybe they're ready. I guess we'll have to see. Yanni's gonna be coming in for France for the first time in the match.
Still surprised that Stu is not coming in. I wonder if he's just not here today for Taiwan, which, well, that's definitely one heck of a match to miss.
Yeah, that would be a very unfortunate player to just not have for Taiwan if they aren't here.
In any case, Monkey D. Luffy subbing in, one of Taiwan's most consistent hard rock DT players.
Yanni missing kind of early on. Also, their accuracy dropping to around 96%. They're slowly climbing up to 97%, which is close to Monkey D. Luffy's accuracy. Akatai also missing. There's only one full combo for France left.
And now the standouts really are is that Qual for Cath, and also Polemo, both at 99.
Both these players about 99%. Annie with another miss. It's going to make things a lot more difficult for France. They're going to want to get the breakpoint. Oh, Monkey, Luffy, and Cuff both missing. But that's going to hurt France a lot more, as that was their last full combo. And Taiwan are just running away with this map.
Yeah, and Taiko, the score cap is 400 combo, so until then, Taiwan is just going to keep increasing their lead a bit.
Yeah, Yanni is almost at the 400 combo threshold. Monkey D. Luffy missing. It's Smalu as well, okay. It's not quite over for France, but it's going to be a pretty difficult, especially with that Mr. McIntyre. Oh, that's going to make things really difficult unless Taiwan also comes with a miss soon. But the map, we're getting close to the end of the map. I don't know if there's enough time, really.
There are some longer patterns at the end, but at this point, Taiwan has such a huge accuracy lead with Palermo and small move.
I missed from Kyle. Just does not look like there's enough map left. Taiwan will be taking the second map of the match, and it'll be on their own pick, and now they're up 2-0. Polomo, the only FC in the lobby, and pretty solid accuracy. The only actually, no, wait, never mind. Smalu also has 99%, but yeah, 2 players with 99% for Taiwan.
Yeah, Palermo has been playing very well for Taiwan so far.
Yeah, they have been doing quite a solid job in these first 2 maps.
Of course, France does still have some good opportunities, but without Stu, that throws a bit of an interesting wrench into things.
Yeah, that does, but Taiwan so far is doing pretty solid, so it is quite interesting. But that might kind of throw a wrench in some picks where Stu would be very vital in them doing well.
Yeah, France has, I think, had some strong Fremont performances before. The issue is that Taiwan has really good individual hidden and hard rock players. I don't remember if they have a good dedicated hidden hard rock player, so maybe that's something to consider.
Yeah. Maybe France can win off of the Fremonts just by having a hidden hard rock player there that can do pretty solid.
Yeah, mod advantage could be huge, but I think Taiwan generally has an accuracy advantage over France, at least with their second and third players, so that might be a bit difficult.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, no mod 4, okay. Map that's been surprisingly popular. A lot of teams have been liking it.
Yeah, technically one of the harder maps in the pool, but I think it's really getting to the point where this map is close to what players will generally like playing themselves anyway, so it's not really uncomfortable.
Oh, we're seeing 2 player swaps for France. Timmy Ackman and Ikoro coming in for the first time in the match.
Historically, pretty solid consistency players for France. Meanwhile, Taiwan's just going to stick with their roster of 3.
Which have been doing pretty solid so far, but having only 3 players playing most of the maps can be quite draining for a team. Especially when it's like a best out of 11 like this. Getting started, no mod 4, France's second pick.
Oh no, that's...
Oh. Timmy Ackman with an unfortunate start. Polomo does pick up a miss, but it was only 1 and they didn't have any sort of act drop at all. Still though, first couple hundred notes, and it's a 4-minute map, so like missing the first couple hundred notes isn't the worst thing in the world. Especially on a map as chaotic as this, where you're going to be seeing a lot of misses potentially, depending on the team.
Yeah, Ikoro's accuracy is a little bit behind, but you can pretty much rely on them to get a full combo, or at least a very high combo.
So far, Monkey Luffy holding on to an SS still. First 5 notes, quite impressive.
Alright, the low SV section not throwing anyone off just yet.
See, maybe this SV speed up might catch some people off guard, especially because of these finishers. Everyone hits it, and Taiwan still with a very slight lead. those couple of misses that Timmy Ahmed had earlier in the map, but they've pretty much fully recovered. They're above the 400 combo barrier. Oh my, and that miss from Polvo right there. Rise begins to slow down. Buff also missing.
Oh my god. Yeah, right at the mono section. And meanwhile, Monkey D. Luffy still on a double S.
It's helping out Taiwan so much, but it's wanting to go over to the side of France. It is so close right now. Everyone is above 99% accuracy. Monkey Luffy dropping the SS. That's a bit unfortunate, but still very solid accuracy, and it's helping Taiwan stay in the lead.
Yeah, this is basically coming down to hundreds now, and...
Oh no, that is such an unfortunate miss for Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, but Timmy Ahmed trades it!
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, just as Taiwan misses, France just misses as well, and it just allows Taiwan to keep the lead despite having a couple of misses. Oh man.
Yeah, now it's really up to Smalu and Ikoro. Ikoro, I think the score gap right now is basically down to Ikoro having less accuracy and Timmy Ahmed finding maybe a couple more misses here and there.
Still got so much map left to go.
Yeah, score lead is going to go in favor of Taiwan a little bit because Timmy Ahmed needs a little bit more time to reach the combo cap.
Still, it's going to be quite close. But it's no longer coming down to just a few 100s. Oh, but that is from Polvo! If France can keep up their combos, they could take the lead! Monkey Luffy also missing! Only one combo for Taiwan now! We're getting closer to the end of the map! France has the lead, but it's not by a lot.
Yeah, still have to get through the ending, but now France is looking good with 3 combos.
Yeah, there is a bit of a diff spike at the end, though. France needs to hold on to their combos for that. Be close to the end of the map.
Ikoro and Qual being the real heroes of France right now.
France still in the lead. Oh, that miss from Monkey D. Luffy, I think, might solidify it. But Timmy Ahmed misses it, and Taiwan takes it at the very last second because of the miss from Timmy Ahmed. Oh no!
Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness, that is. Oh.
That's the second map where that's happened.
I feel so bad for France. 2 times in a row, it's just robbery. Because Monkey D. Luffy missed at the end as well, so it just looked like it solidified the point for France, but all those misses at the end from Timmy Ahmed just allowed the score lead to go right over to Taiwan's side. Oh man, France missing out on their second map pick by just 1,000 points. And now Taiwan are up 3-0.
I think at this point France is basically cursed. Oh jeez, but... Oh, now Taiwan going for Nomad 2 immediately after the tech map.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really tragic. This could have been a 1-2 in favor of France if they just held together a little bit longer at the end.
Yeah. Man, France needs all of chat's energy right now, because now Taiwan is up 3-0.
I think,
is looking
though,
kind of scary for France.
I think, though, glass half full, glass half empty, France did lose 2 really heartbreaking points. But, on the flip side, they were close enough to Taiwan on both those points for it to actually flip. So I think that at least does bode well for saying that France is definitely not far behind Taiwan.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential for France to take some points, especially some break points. They're showing their potential. They just need to prove it now in these next upcoming maps.
Alright, Sevco and Jui Miao subbing in, France sticking with the roster.
Timmy Ackman and Akoro also staying in.
Alright, so this map has basically every single snapping that you could possibly imagine in it. There's 1/3, 1/4, 1/6, 1/5, maybe 1/8.
Yeah, there's so many snapping changes that getting high accuracy is really difficult. Like, getting a 98 is pretty nice on this already, so...
Yeah, and in particular, there's one low SV section with a really weird mono stream, and a lot of players end up tanking there.
Currently, France has a very slight accuracy lead, but
Oh my god,
flickering back and forth. Monkey Luffy has some absolutely ludicrous accuracy. They were holding on to an SS for a while there, but they do drop it.
Yeah, I think that's what's really holding together Taiwan's lead, if only for a little bit.
Yeah, everyone still has a full combo currently. Oh no, but did I say that?
Oh
Timmy
my
Ackman
god!
Monkey Luffy trades it! Wait, oh my goodness! Oh no, this miss from Timmy Ackman! Ikoro also missing Sevgo as well. A lot of drops from a lot of players, but it favors Taiwan pretty heavily.
Yeah, only Yue Miao and Qualp holding through that mono stream.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on Yue Miao and Qualp to keep up their full combos. The Qualp is starting to drop their accuracy down to around 97%. Monkey D. Luffy with another miss.
Oh, it's getting closer because Monkey just tanked a whole bunch of accuracy, and Sevgo
Oh my. It's all down on Yue Miao for Taiwan right now. We're getting close to the end of the map. It's wanting to go over to France's side so badly, but there's so little map. It's on the side of France. Can France hold on just for a couple more notes? It looks like they do. France will take their first point of the match and get a break point. A very vital break point for them.
That, I think, is finally the karma going slightly in favor of France after two separate maps where they just lost their lead at the very end, and swapping over from Taiwan to France right at the end of Noma 2.
Yeah, France. What an impressive performance there at the end. All of them keeping up their combo.
Oh yeah,
Yue Miao, though, as well.
Mapped by a rival who is a French mapper.
Ah, yes. Mercy Arrival.
So that's the French buff.
Yes. Are there any more French mappers that they can use the French buff on? I don't think so. But...
yeah, I don't think so.
Dang.
I mean, there's two Japanese mappers, which is nowhere really close, but I mean, it also has red in their flag and white.
So sadly, they cannot use the French mapper buff anymore.
But you know what buff they could use? They could use the OS banner buff for TWC 2023 for only $2.50 USD. Support your favorite teams. If you support the team that ends up winning, you will get your banner for an additional period of time.
Yep, you can support teams such as Taiwan or France that are playing right now, or any other team that's playing in the tournament, even ones that have been knocked out.
Oh, France picks Snowmod 3, which is the other speed map in the pool.
Yeah, I think that's quite fair. A little bit. I mean, although Taiwan is a team that's very good at speed, so it can be a bit scary to kind of pick that, but France did pretty decent on Hidden 2 despite unfortunately losing out at the very end.
Yeah, Noma 3 is more pure speed, being 300 BPM with relatively simple 1-4 patterns. And I think crucially for France, because of the way that OD works on DT, where it's effectively higher than a no mod, this is less of an accuracy check, which I think benefits France.
Yeah, although the accuracy is still fairly important. I mean, it's OD 7.2, so it's still quite high. but it's not as high as DT where accuracy will become a major issue if you're not keeping track of it.
Alright, Palemo subbing in for Taiwan. France, yet again, going with this 3-man roster. Who, they've done good things so far, so might as well run it back.
Alright, on to France's next pick. Sevgo with an early miss. Now, early misses like that are going to be a lot more impactful on a map like this compared to some of the other maps we've seen, just due to it being a shorter map, a little under 2 minutes long.
And France as a whole has tended to have the accuracy disadvantage, so having that early take really helps them out.
Caro dropping their accuracy a little bit, under 99%, but they still have the full combo, which is important.
Both Monkey and Palemo at pretty much 100. Qualf and Timmy Ahmed not far behind them.
The accuracy from Caro is starting to catch up to France, as now the lead is starting to go in favor of Taiwan a little, despite the miss from Sevgo earlier on, as now they're above the 400 combo barrier. So now they're going to be hitting the same as everyone else in the lobby, despite missing earlier. So now Taiwan have a very, very slight lead going into this next half. But it's only by a few 100s. Timmy Ahmed started to drop a lot of 100s.
Oh my god.
And now causing Taiwan's lead to increase even more. Taiwan might run away with another breakpoint if they don't miss soon.
Yeah, just look at those accuracies. 100 and Timmy missing, I think, might seal it.
Oh, I think that seals it unless a huge dropouts from Taiwan at the last second. And that doesn't happen. Taiwan will be taking their 4th map of the match. Another breakpoint, and oh my goodness, that accuracy spread from Taiwan.
What is that? 1 100, 3 100s, 1 100. They had fewer hundreds combined as a team than any of the individual France players. Half as many, even.
That is insane. Yeah, that's just really tough for France to compete with. Like, despite Sevgo missing earlier on, 100, like, that's tough to compete with.
And France getting 2 full combos, only 1 miss at the end, too. Like, that's a really good team score, but how do you compete with Taiwan on that?
Yeah, that's so unfortunate for France, because they came into that pick probably expecting to do pretty well, but Taiwan showed up and had flawless accuracy.
Alright, now it's Taiwan's turn to pick again. Interesting that the free mod has remained untouched. I would have assumed at least one of these teams would have wanted to venture into it, but apparently not.
We also haven't seen any Hard Rock maps. Both HR1 and HR2 are available.
Yeah,
We've just been seeing Nomad and Hidden.
It's really weird because Taiwan has actually been a pretty strong Hard Rock team in previous TWCs, but maybe 3v3 changes the calculus a little bit for them.
Yeah, looks like Taiwan will be calling a timeout here. Which is interesting because they are up.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
is that? Oh. I'm not sure if that's actually true or if it's just a joke.
That could be the case. It could be Stu is running a bit late.
We've all had that situation where one of our teammates decides to not show up on time and you just have to stall out as long as possible and hope they wake up.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, okay, Hard Rock 2.
Okay. They didn't really use their timeout for very long, it appears.
Yeah, alright, so this is the Speed Hard Rock. Interesting because France also has a pretty decent Hard Rock roster, but again, Taiwan has historically been pretty good on these sorts of maps.
Yeah, Taiwan and France are both pretty solid HR teams, so this could honestly go either way depending on how each team is feeling on HR. And we've only seen Nomad and Hidden, so we haven't really been able to see how they play on Hard Rock at all, at least for today.
Alright, Ranchi coming in. Timmy Ahmed on Hard Rock. Feels like it's been a while, but great
The
to
classic.
the classic. One of the classic good Hard Rock players.
Right, getting started on HR2. A lot of pressure on France to perform well on this map, because if they don't do well on this map, Taiwan could be at match point.
And this map is quite long. I think the second longest in the pool, not counting the tiebreaker. So a lot of time for things to change. What was that miss from
That
Sev?
was a really random miss. That was on a finisher, I think?
Yeah, Sevco has been finding some weird misses at the start, but I mean, if he keeps full comboing for the rest of it, then I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like a nerve sort of thing, like you're just getting nervous and just missing in some really random spots.
There is, I think, some tactical value in just letting yourself miss at the very start, just to get all the miss energy out, and you no longer have any expectations for yourself, and then just full combo the rest of the match.
Yeah, because like if you see SS on the top right or something and you're performing well and you know it, you're like, oh god, the pressure's on me.
Yeah, so no more pressure. But
Yeah.
Wall have had an SS, and France having the accuracy lead in what feels like forever.
Yeah, they have a pretty solid overall team score right now. Everyone's holding high 99s and Qualf with an SS.
Still well over half the map left though, but this looks to be fairly comfortable for France so far.
Yeah, and honestly, everyone in the lobby has some pretty solid accuracy. Sevco has recovered up to 99.5 nearly. Well, they dropped a few 100s, now it's 99.4, but still quite solid accuracy.
This match has really been a game of inches, just based on one miss or a few hundreds.
Yeah, it's always those kind of maps that are really scary to watch and play in.
Yeah, Ranchi did drop some hundreds on that stream heading to the Ki, but Monkey D. Loop miss.
That's a pretty big miss there, especially if France doesn't trade it soon. Score lead isn't changing too much, actually, surprisingly, despite the miss.
Yeah, the problem is I think Alpha ended up taking accuracy, so it went from double S to 99.6.
Ranchi is also tanking their accuracy just a little bit, 99.3. They're around the same accuracy as Sevco now.
Well, with that miss from Monkey D. Luffy, they can afford some accuracy drops.
Yeah, but still, now we're on the break. Final part of the map. All the players see how close it is. All the pressure is on France now. They have to keep up their combos. This is so terrifying. France have been in the lead this entire map, but can they keep it up? We're inching closer and closer to the end of the map. Nobody's dropping at all. But Timmy Ahmed, just as I say that, they drop Ranchi as well. And it's almost a full team wipe for France. And now Taiwan has the lead. And that's it.
You just had to say it. No one drops and then two people miss.
Right as I say that, Timmy Ahmed and Ranchi both drop, unfortunately. And now, match point for Taiwan. That is so...
Oh, no.
I keep on saying it, but it's just so unfortunate. Just these misses at the very end of the map.
Look at Timmy Ahmed only having 6 100s until the end.
Yeah.
Oh my god. In an alternate universe, France could be winning 2-4.
Yeah, honestly, France could very easily be in some alternate universe where they're winning pretty decisively, but just they're just missing out on these points just slightly. Now it's to a point where Taiwan are at match point, and it's 5-1.
I think it's hard to say. Hard Rock 1 is maybe a bit too accuracy oriented. It's the kind of map where a lot of top teams find a lot of full combos, and I don't think France wants to get into an accuracy war with Taiwan.
Yeah, that's not a great idea. Honestly, I'm feeling Fremont for France. If they could play, if they have the players who can play Hidden Hard Rock on these kind of maps, Fremont seems like a pretty decent option.
Yeah, the problem though would be that for mod advantage to matter, you do need decent accuracy on your modded players, which I'm not sure how feasible that would be. But also, on the other hand, the only other maps are No Mod 1, which is kind of another accuracy consistency map, and No Mod 5, which is a total wildcard for these teams.
Honestly, despite France being down so many points, I could still honestly see them coming back. Like, they've just been playing really well in the match. They've been getting really close in nearly every single pick.
Okay, we do have Fremont 1.
Okay, yeah, we're seeing a Fremont. So, like I guess we were sort of predicting, Fremont seems to be kind of the best option for them, but they're kind of apprehensive to pick it till now.
Yeah, I think Fremont 1 is supposed to be the easier of the Fremont, or at least one of the Fremonts is supposed to be. But this has been surprisingly difficult for a lot of teams because it's almost base OD7, which means for Hard Rock it's actually almost OD10. It's also 200 BPM with some unconventional 1-6 patterns and longer streams, which a lot of teams have had a lot of difficulty with.
Getting started in just a moment. Yeah, Ranchi coming in, I think for the first time in this match. I don't believe we've seen them play.
Yeah, Ranchi played in the last map, but it's kind of been a mix between Ranchi and Akoro for the other slots. Akita, I think, was in for like Hidden 2.
Okay. Oh my,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
2 Hidden Hard Rocks. Okay, Trance are going all out. It's do or die, and they are just going all out. I love this. Okay. The question is, can they perform? They have a huge mod advantage here. 2 Hidden Hard Rocks.
So the good thing is that having 1 mod advantage, or having 2 mod advantage, means that the Hidden Hard Rock player only needs to match 2% accuracy under the single mod player. So if Monkey D. Luffy SS's, you only need to get around 98%.
Oh, off with an early miss. That's a bit unfortunate, and also their accuracy is struggling a little bit, 97%. But still, despite that miss, France are technically in the lead. It's kind of a bit shaky, but yeah, just that mod advantage is helping them out a lot.
Yeah, so long as Ranchi maintains his ridiculous accuracy on Hidden Hard Rock right now, France is still going to be in the lead.
Also, Timmy Ackman as well is some pretty solid. Oh no, that is a really big drop from Yui Meow. Ranchi also misses though. Oh my goodness. It's still really close. While struggling with accuracy, Timmy Ackman, the only FC for France. They're starting to struggle with accuracy as well though, dropping under 99%.
Okay,
but still, France have the lead with that miss from Ranchi. Oh my.
Every time he's really good about France like this. Yeah, the big thing right now is Dre Meow having one of the lowest accuracies in the lobby. Single mod gives France a lot of leeway, but not that much leeway.
Oh, but Monkey Luffy trades it right after. That was one of their full combos. So that's a really big miss there from Taiwan. Now France have the lead, but it's a very shaky lead.
Now
they need to hold on their combos. It's the very end of the map. It's all or nothing for France. While missing at the very end, but it's not enough. I don't think it's enough.
No, there's one. Is there a stream at the end? I forgot.
There's a stream at the end, but they need to hit it. Is there enough? It's oh my gosh, that's enough. France remain. France stay in the match by 1,000 points.
Oh my god! I just had a flashback. It flipped over for the briefest of seconds, but I think the hidden hard rock mod advantage flipped it back for them at the end.
Oh my goodness, France are still in it, boys. It's not over yet. It is not over. This match is a roller coaster of emotions. Specifically the last 10 seconds. That is when the heart rate goes up by like 50 BPM, okay?
Yeah, Sevco almost kept Taiwan in it, but just barely not enough because of the mod advantage.
Wow, that mod advantage really did come in clutch for France, but yeah, if it was not for the mod advantage, that would have definitely favored Taiwan.
Oh my god, we have Worm Rave.
And we're seeing Worm Rave. Okay, right afterwards.
Alright, Taiwan chose violence. So this map has been... in fact, it's been banned in the majority of matches, and significantly more banned than it has been picked. And there is a reason for that, which you will see.
We'll find out shortly.
Yeah, so the map has, like, I think 3 or 4 different gimmicks. The main one is just being, like, the SV is weird, and it kind of disguises the 1416 patterns. There's a weird note gimmick where you have the yellow notes, where the smaller ones are dawns, the bigger ones are cats. There's, I think, a mini barline gimmick, but that one is mostly just a reversal gimmick where you have a pattern, then it's mirrored, and you have to play it and memorize it. A lot of stuff going on, to say the least.
Yeah. It's one of those maps where I look at it, and I'm just like, yeah, I understand why it's banned a lot. Because getting 3 players to play it can be quite challenging.
Yeah, the biggest thing by far, though, is that it's actually a really hard tech map, in addition to all of the visual gimmicks.
Yeah. You can just see for the first 2 notes, you know it's going to be one of those kind of maps.
As soon as you see the yellow notes.
Yeah. Karo with an early miss. Oh wait, no. That was wrong. Oh my, a lot of misses though for Smallwood and Pulmo.
That's really good for France. But the gimmicks do get progressively hard as the map goes on. I like
from Smallwood. Oh my, there's some pretty heavy accuracy drops, but Smallwood keeps on missing. Around 95%. That is not good for Taiwan.
What is France doing currently on... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But, okay, I'm not going to talk about France anymore. Taiwan having more with Sevco.
France with the lead right now. Smallwood, some more misses. Pulmo missing.
Oh my god.
No big combo for the side of Taiwan, but some more misses from Call is going to make things... Oh my. It's still really close, but it favors France.
Alright, the bar line section, it's starting to introduce 1-4 patterns with the yellow hidden notes. Ranchi still holding on to a full combo.
That is so impressive, and it's helping out France so much to keep the lead. Smallwood misses, Quaff trading it. Getting close to the end of the map. Smallwood with some more misses. It's pretty close, but it looks like France will take it.
Oh my god, this is a hero performance from Ranchi right now, with the fate of France on his shoulders.
Ranchi is just took all of France and just put it on his back and started running. What was that performance?
Oh my god, so Sevco only won 100 and even better accuracy, just missing near the middle.
And now France they're looking quite confident now. I mean, they've gotten some points on the board. Still, though, Taiwan at match point, they only need 1 more map, and they can take the entire match.
And like we said earlier, the fact that all the maps have been, France has just lost all the maps is unfortunate for them, but it also means every map is really close, and there's not really any good picks left for either side now.
Yeah, France calling a timeout? That is a very good idea. Honestly, a very solid idea. They're on their last pick of the entire match, because it'll be their pick, and then if they win it, Taiwan gets their last pick. And if France wins that, we go to tiebreaker.
Yeah, so in any case, this is France's last possible pick. They have to choose carefully.
Yeah, a very scary decision for France is coming up. They could go with Fremont again, as Fremont 1 did work out. It was very, very close, though. Despite the 2-mod advantage, it was a very shaky win.
Yeah, I would say Fremont 3 is weirdly enough overall easier than Fremont 1, but it's also very stress-inducing because there's a lot of longer streams. So I don't know if France wants to go into that, even if they might have Fremont advantage. But at the same time, Hard Rock 1 and Nomad 1 is almost coin flipping because the maps are pretty easy and it's just dependent on accuracy, which Taiwan might be favored on.
Yeah, those do not seem like maps that France want to pick, honestly, unless they're really not confident in Fremont and are just going to try dice rolling it to tiebreaker.
Yeah, Fremont 2 is also an option, but the difficulty is Taiwan probably has pretty good accuracy on it, even if they don't have good mods, but they go with Fremont 3.
Alright, so it looks like they're up to the challenge of another Fremont pick. And I kind of wonder, will they go with double Hidden Hard Rock? Will they try to go all in? Or nearly all in, because you could technically go with 3 Hidden Hard Rock, but that would just be absolutely absurd.
Yeah, the aptly named difficulty Fremont 3. I think this map is easier to mod, honestly, but the question is, do you have, the willpower to go for it at this point in the match?
Yeah, the nerves for all of these players. Taiwan just probably wanting to just close out right now, because France could start running away with the match if they don't shut it down. And France are trying to redeem themselves and get the tiebreaker.
Yeah, this is just terrifying. This map has not been picked a lot. Usually the teams that pick it don't pick it first.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's just one of those maps where a lot of teams just try to avoid it. They just like, hey, we don't talk about it.
Yeah, just handshaking it.
Yeah, just handshake agreement. We don't play it. We'll play Nomad 1. Sounds great?
Fremont only has 2 maps in it. Actually, people don't pick Fremont 2 either, so it's basically just Fremont 1.
Yeah. People have been avoiding the Fremonts in this pool, aside from Fremont 1. Oh, we're seeing 1 Hidden Hard Rock. Only single mods for Taiwan. Qualif with just HR. Timmy Ahmed. Wait, is Timmy Ahmed gonna go with... I'm gonna guess HR?
Yeah, okay, they're not that
Okay.
brave, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, Timmy Ahmed on Hidden Hard Rock would be very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. But yeah, France's last pick of the match.
Okay, this is a winner's bracket match, so it's not elimination, but France would really love to stay in winner's bracket.
Yeah.
Alright, you see all these weird streams coming in already.
Everyone hitting it so far. Some shaky accuracy from Yui Meow, and it leads up to a miss. Now France has a pretty decent lead, but can they keep it?
Alright, there's going to be more streams.
Off dropping some 100s, going under 99% for one. Ranchi with a pretty big miss right there. That's the Hidden Hard Rock player out for a little bit.
Okay, the good thing is that Yui Meow's actually dropped enough, and dropping again, that Ranchi basically can stay at 97 and still be ahead of Yui Meow. So then it depends on the individual mods, which seems like Taiwan has not enough of an advantage to make up for that deficit.
Off with the miss right there, though. That's gonna make things very close.
Yeah, both of
12 with some more misses. Oh no, and now it's really close. Score could flip over if a lot of 100s come in from France.
I think
But
Ranchi...
Yui Meow's accuracy.
Oh my god. It's
Oh, man.
Stream. Oh my god, Sev
Oh,
going
my. UEV misses. Monkey Luffy misses.
Oh
There's
my
no more combos for the side of Taiwan. This is heavily favoring France. There's not a lot of map left.
One more stream.
Can France keep up their composure and stay in the match? Oh my, Ramsey's starting to miss, but look at you, Luffy trades it! Quelvin Yu missing, but it's not enough to change anything! France will stay in the match and secure themselves their
my
4th
God.
point.
And just shout out to Timmy Ahmed, who has had some unfortunate breaks on the other maps, but really pulled through for his team here. Top scoring in the lobby.
Yeah, that is a really impressive score there from Timmy Ahmed, and it helped out France so much in securing that point, just having that player who is keeping up their FC and having solid accuracy on top of that. And now, France are coming back into this match. Taiwan are still at match point, but France are looking to redeem themselves.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. Okay,
This is so terrifying. Taiwan, this is their last map that they can pick.
okay, it's decision time for Taiwan. Fremont 2. It's weird because Fremont has favored France in this match, but Fremont 2 is completely different, being a swing map with a bunch of doublets. It's basically not even a real Fremont map. Hard Rock 1 is what they go with.
That's fair, honestly. Accuracy has favored Taiwan in most of this match.
Yeah, this is, I think, their safest pick. But France has, I don't know, France has been doing pretty well in terms of consistency the past few maps, so...
It seems like they've stabilized a little bit. And also, with players like Timmy Ahmed, like, that's already someone on the board who you know is going to have pretty solid accuracy.
Now, I should point out that this map's ending has a massive difficulty spike with a bunch of tricky 1/8 and 1/6 patterns. This map is basically not over until the end, which is very stressful.
Yeah, it's very stressful considering half of the maps in this match have been that case. And especially with a diff spike at the very end, it's going to add on to that stress even more. And now...
I would not want to be any of these players in this match right now.
This is, oh my goodness, I'm just terrified for these players right now. The stress on everyone right now. This is Taiwan's last pick of the match. We could be seeing tiebreaker, but we'll have to see how this map goes. Currently, Taiwan has the accuracy lead, but it's only by a few 100s. Lucky Luffy has an SS. Quite nice, but still only a few 100 notes in.
Yeah, Pulp's accuracy is suffering a little bit, but this is still within the margin of error for a miss.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, a lot of 100s coming in from Taiwan.
From Smallwood dropping down to low 99.
Oh my goodness. Still though, Taiwan has the lead, but it's a very, very shaky lead.
Sevco and Monkey have been real rocks for Taiwan so far.
Yeah, the overall accuracy from Sevgo and Monkey D. Luffy is really strong for Taiwan so far. But still, it is so close right now. It might just come down to the last section of the map.
You can see how scary this map is when you have two really good teams duking it out, because it's basically just an accuracy contest until the end.
Oh my, that miss from Ranchi, that is so huge. That, oh my goodness. That's gonna allow Taiwan to get a lot of free combos. We're in a pretty slow section where it's pretty hard to miss right here.
It gives Taiwan a bit of breathing room, but it's not over till it's over.
It's not over till it's over. There is still a small chance for France to take this for sure. France need to hold up their combos. They cannot afford a miss.
Alright, now heading into the difficulty spike.
Everyone has kept up all their combos so far.
Oh my god. Taiwan
Everyone
just
nails it!
destroyed that. Everyone destroyed that.
Oh my goodness, the accuracy from Monkey D. Luffy and Sevgo! What is that?
5 full combos. Monkey D. Luffy and Sevco 3 and 8 100s.
It just came down to accuracy. And just the misses from Ranchi, but even then, the accuracy would have favored Taiwan, and they take the match 6-4. GG, well played. Oh my goodness. I could not believe what I just witnessed. That was an absolutely insane match. We nearly went to tiebreaker, but Taiwan avoided tiebreaker just barely. And they'll be moving on through the winner's bracket. France will be knocked down to the lower bracket. Now they'll have to fight to stay in the tournament.
Yeah, they will be facing the winner of Brazil and Finland next week. Meanwhile, Taiwan will go on to face the US in the semifinals match, and the winner of the semifinals will be guaranteed a top 3 finish, so you really don't want to miss that match next week.
Yeah, what a match. And also the matches next week are just, they're already looking really exciting. Just looking at it on the bracket. Man, we have a lot of good matches to look forward to. And just congrats to Taiwan for winning, moving on through the winner's bracket. And congrats to France for playing so well. There are so many maps where it looked like France was going to take it, but just at the very end, they had some unfortunate misses, and it ended up costing them the match, it looks like.
Yeah, that was a real heartbreaker for France, with some really unfortunate early breakpoints, but I don't think you can be too sad about that. France put up a real fight, and they'll just be absolute monsters in the losers bracket, I'm sure.
Yeah, that performance was very strong from France. They are gonna tear through losers bracket, probably, if they keep up that kind of play in the next week.
Alright, so our next match is Brazil versus Finland, starting in about an hour. So there's been a lot of excitement so far, but this will determine who will face France next week, so make sure to stay tuned for that.
Yeah, if you guys want to see who will be facing France next week, definitely stay tuned. But yeah, that'll be it for us for about an hour, but we'll be back. So definitely stay tuned. And that'll be it for us. Bye-bye, y'all.